Hola, I'm your host, Gabriela Ramirez Arellano, and today we're kicking off the new year with reflections, celebration, and of course, a glimpse into what 2020 holds. It's been an incredible journey, and I am so grateful to have all of you as part of the Auténtico Familia. Honestly, as I'm looking back at 2023, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. It has been an incredible year, and the support that we have received on this journey since we started as Dime Tu in 2017, transitioning to Auténtico with Junior Lara, and later with Alejandro on our collaboration with St. Louis Public Radio as We Live Here Auténtico, has been beyond my wildest dreams. So gracias, thank you. I can't thank you enough. At the end of the day, Auténtico has always been about building community. I want to support others and share our stories and lessons learned. And because of that, I'm grateful to all of our incredible guests that have shared their stories, our collective advocacy for language access, because we can't do this individually. And honestly, this podcast is a reflection of our shared experiences and triumphs. Juntos alcanzamos más. St. Louis has made strides toward language access and breaking down barriers and celebrating linguistic diversity. And we also have a long way to go because these two can coexist. It's important to acknowledge the work that so many people and organizations are doing around this topic, and also that we still need to hold our region accountable to do better. I am looking forward to 2024 and excited about the possibilities and even the challenges. As we step into the new year, let's not just chase success. Let's redefine it. I would love to know what success means to you. Please share it with us and let us hold you accountable. For me, 2023 may have actually been one of the best years of my life. Not to brag, but I did reach an income level I never dreamed of. And I know you're not supposed to talk about money, but as a stay-at-home mom for more than 20 years, and having started my first job in the last 10 years, this is a big deal to me. After my divorce, I struggled to put food on the table and put my kids, Edward, Adriana, and Daw, through college. Thinking back about having to rely on the system just to feed the kids makes me so proud of where I am today. I have to say, though, that this is a combination of a job that I love and that values my contributions, plus contracted work I have done to build our small business ecosystem in St. Louis and a couple of speaking engagements. Areas I definitely want to continue to work on, but like I said, I never really envisioned this. This additional discretionary income allows me to help others through volunteering as well as through my nonprofit, STL Juntos. So it's kind of nice to know that the region values my contributions because during 2023, I also received a number of recognitions. So what did I learn this year? First, make space to be uncomfortable. It's only outside our comfort zone that we grow. So if you're wondering why you're not achieving maybe the levels of success that you dreamed of or that you know that you can, it's probably because you're in your comfort zone. You're either still worried or afraid or wondering, but it's time to get outside of that. Let me know if you need help. I can support you, or even if you just want someone to kick ideas through. I know it can be scary to do something different, but it's the scary stuff that helps us get to our next level. I also learned how important it is to speak up for other people and to live courageously, even when we have to take risks and be bold. Speaking up for language access, there's been some pushback, especially around a lot of the anti-immigrant resolutions and initiatives that are starting to happen in St. Louis, in our state, honestly, of Missouri. And so being able to speak up for others, that especially those that don't have a voice of their own, has been really rewarding and really a way for me to see that we need to do in order to make change. Another one piece that I really learned this year was how important it is to encourage and empower others. Not only because it's the right thing to do, but also because through our collective work is how we're going to be able to make change happen in our region. And also for me, I found that it's really these connections that help me make and feel that I'm truly alive. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own success or making sure that we're moving forward that we forget that there are others around us that we can encourage and empower. Not only, like I said, because it's the right thing to do, but together we can accomplish so much more. Another thing I learned, self-acceptance is accepting yourself and others as well. I think for a long time I struggled with accepting myself, but I didn't realize that I also had to accept other people. Accepting that maybe the people that we love don't always have our best interests at heart, but that's them. So in the way that I look at things, I can still accept them, and maybe that's not something that they'll be a part of my everyday life, or that they'll understand all the things I'm trying to accomplish or all the things I'm trying to work on. But having the acceptance of that was a big deal for me, because I think I struggled for a little bit about why does not everybody want me to succeed. And they have their own reasons, right? I can't dwell on that. But for me, accepting others as they are was also a big growing moment for me in 2023. And I guess lastly, I would say in 2023, I really kept hearing about self-care and not burning out. And my boss actually was one that drove this home for me a lot, constantly reminded me that I need to put on my own oxygen mask before trying to help others. And so I'm working on that. Definitely, I'm a workaholic. Plus, I love the work I do. So making sure that I'm taking care of myself, that I don't burn out, that I'm intentionally resetting and re-energizing myself, my work, my mind is going to be a big deal for me in 2024. My only regret is that my kids, Edward and Marcella, aren't here to celebrate and really see the woman I'm becoming and see how I continue to try to live their legacy by being inspired by how they lived their lives. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I really think it's going to be important for me to dive deep into some of these things and really get a clear idea of what I want to do. Honestly, I'm constantly asking myself, what do I want to do with my life? I don't know about you, but if you're in those same positions, I'd love to hear what you're working on. I'd love to hear where you need additional support. As I start to develop what 2020-24 is going to be for Auténtico, I'm going to be reaching out to speakers and people that I know, but I'd love to hear from people that I don't know. Or maybe if I haven't already tagged you to be a speaker, to be a guest, let me know that you're interested. I really also want to make sure that I'm aligning my actions with my calendar, right? A lot of times we have these goals that we set out at the beginning of the new year, but not really an action plan. So that's something I'm going to really focus on this year, is once I define what success will look like for me, that my calendar reflects that I'm blocking out that time in my day, in my week, and in my month to really focus and drive those things forward. Again, I'd love to hear what you're working on, what your goals are for 2024, how can we support each other, and really also, how do we continue to share the stories of the people, not just in the region here in St. Louis that are doing amazing things, but how do we learn from other folks that are in other regions and maybe struggling through some similar situations, similar efforts, I'm down. So let me know. I want to hear more about how you're going to celebrate your authenticity and embrace your uniqueness in 2024, because we need to keep telling our stories. Our stories need to continue to be heard and valued, and I'm excited to continue this journey through Auténtico. From the bottom of my corazón, thank you for being a part of this podcast. 2024 is here, and I keep messing up how I say it, but I'm excited about the new year being filled with growth, resilience, and of course, the joy of being true to ourselves. Hasta luego. I can't wait to hear from you.